Most producers are sitting on a gold mine of music but have no idea how to get it placed on TV. So today I'm going to show you how producers are getting placements on Netflix, Hulu, and TV channels around the world and getting paid for it. So before we dive in, I put together a free sync producer guide that walks you through exactly how to find the right opportunities, what sync publishers are looking for, and how to properly pitch your music. So just click the link in the description to grab your copy of that. Thousands of producers have used this to start their sync journey, so don't miss out. So I recently found out I had some music placed on Netflix. It was a series called Sprint Part 2, and it's basically kind of like a documentary of the Olympics and the runners in the Olympics and things like that, which was super cool. So I shared this in our Sync Producer Hub community just to share wins so we can kind of keep each other encouraged and things like that. The interesting thing about this placement is that this track was not a new track. Like, this was something I produced. I know for sure it was like pre-COVID, because I remember playing the track after I just produced it to a small workshop of producers in the studio. And I was like, this is something I just worked on for a publisher, and I'm about to pitch it. And yeah, that had to be like 2019, 2020 or something like that. I just found out about this placement, and like the year is 2025 right now. So it just goes to show you that it's not always the new tracks that get placed all the time. A lot of times it's a catalog of music that you've done years ago that continues to get reused, and you continue to get paid for it years after you've done the work. So I was able to bag this placement on part 2 of the series Sprint on Netflix. And yeah, it was just an old track. If you want to check it out for yourself, it starts around 25 minutes and 42 seconds. It's on season 2, episode 4. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I want to show you how I was able to get my music on this show and many other shows that this track has been placed on over the years, because I know a lot of producers don't know the right approach to take. There's like a right way to do it. There's multiple right ways to do it, and then there's just the wrong approach. And I'm going to show you what to look out for and what to kind of, avoid when you're trying to get your music placed on a show like this. So let's dig into it. So we're looking for publishers, right? And not just any publisher. A common mistake is thinking that, I just want to get with a music publisher. They'll publish my music. They'll get it in TV and film. Yeah, it may happen. It may not. But I want to show you the exact companies you want to look for. So let's start with the wrong way, right? Let's just search music publishers. Right, so this pops up, DistroKid. They're not even a publisher. Obviously, this is a sponsored thing, so we want to skip past the sponsor stuff. We got a guide here from shout out to Bay 8 Recording Studios, ultimate guide for top music publishing companies, Music Publishers Association. So we see here Sony Music Publishing. Everybody has heard of Sony, right? That's a major. We don't want to get linked up with Sony. They're a major publisher, and that may tie your hands in terms of working with other publishers. But if you are able to get a publishing deal with Sony through working with major artists or something like that, Sony does have a TV film division. So if you are linked in with a major publisher, then just hit them up and say, hey, where is your, can you put me in touch with the TV and film department so I can get access to the TV and film briefs that Sony has access to? And you'll kind of already be plugged in there. But if you're independent, you don't have any major publishing deals, you don't have any major credits, it's okay. There's a way around that. So here we go. World largest sheet music publisher. This is not what we're looking for, right? Like, they're publishing sheet music. Not what we're looking for. Stay away from that. Let's see, another sheet music publisher, Concord Music Publishing. Okay, so they kind of have a label, music publishing, roster, music group. It's a global independent music publisher, work spanning nearly 2 centuries. So this is an example of a company I'm not going to personally target, because it seems like they're more so for artists, even though they say they provide specialized services in sync, copyright management, and it may be true. But just seeing how their website is set up, I'm not sure if this would be like the first company I would reach out to. So let's see, let's swipe. So they have a license request form. So this is like if a company is trying to license some music and they know that this is the publishing group for that song, it's not really set up like the type of companies I'm going to show you how to find, right? So I'll stay away from this company. Not saying they're a bad company. It's just not what we're looking for when we're trying to get our music placed in TV and film. Let's see if we can find like one more just to kind of establish it. So, okay, ECS Publishing. Obviously that site isn't working. So let's not use that one. Belmont Music Publishers. So yeah, like, I don't even know. Yeah, we're not looking for this, right? So instead, you want to look for, let's type terms like music licensing company or companies. Scroll past the sponsored ones. Soundstripe, 9 of the best music licensing companies. So that's cool when you come across articles like this. So Soundstripe, Marmoset, I know about Marmoset. They're a legit company. So let's see how Marmoset's website is set up. Okay, so as you can see here, the thing at the top of their page is music licensing and custom songs with character, browse music. So literally you can instantly go into their catalog and listen to their music, and it's set up in a way where you can filter this by instruments, by mood, by energy, genres. So you can quickly find what you're looking for if you are a music editor, a music supervisor. It's set up in a way to where you can tell they focus on music for media. So you can kind of go through and actually listen to their music. Let's see, our work. So here you can read the description. It's trusted by the world's most admired brands, filmmakers, and creatives. Curated music for licensing, award-winning music production, music supervision, clearances, customizations, sound design, and more. A go-to agency for the most, so brands, TV and film, like this is all we're seeing from this company on their website. And here you can see some of the brands and the companies and the networks that they've done music for. So this is the type of publisher you want to look for when you're looking for sync licensing companies, music publishers, things like that. And this is what's going to get the ball rolling in terms of you maximizing your catalog in order to get your music played. So if we go here back to the Sync Producer Hub, like we like to share wins inside the community. So anytime you see, let's take James, for example. He says, good day, Sync Producer Hub fam. Received an email this morning that 8 of my tracks were accepted into another music library. When he mentions the term music library, he's talking about companies like this, right? Companies that focus on music for media. So sometimes you'll hear music library, you'll hear music licensing company, you'll hear production music company. These are the terms that you want to search, not just the general music publisher, because it's going to lead to frustration and it's going to lead to you not finding the type of companies that you want to look for. We got another win from Miguel. Let me see. Got accepted into a library. So anytime you're seeing these terms, it could be exclusive, it could be non-exclusive, which is cool. So the first step is getting your music signed to a music library, and then what happens is brands come to those libraries, those music licensing companies, and then your music starts to get placed. Just like Jacob here, he landed a Gatorade ad for some music by working through a company that specialized in music for media. Let me see. We got some other ones. Let me see. Here we go. So Miguel, he had signed 10 dramedy tracks with the library that landed him his first placement, and they want him to compose more. So like that step is getting in with those libraries, and then that is what leads to the placements. And then you start seeing your music placed in TV and film, or like Mark, he has some music placed on NBC, The Voice, which ended up boosting his royalty checks from like $9 to $1,500 just from having some music on NBC's The Voice. So that's how powerful this is when you know exactly what type of companies to look for when you're pitching your music. That is the absolute game changer when it comes to monetizing your music and getting it placed in TV and film. If you want a proven blueprint to land sync placements, don't forget to grab that free Sync Producer Quick Start Guide. The link is in the description. And if you're serious about getting your music placed and you want to be a part of a community that helps producers land real TV placements, just comment the word hub and I'll send you more details on how to get started.